10 meters. Range rate 0, target nominal, systems nominal. Start 10 meters. Range rate 0, target in the center.
Flight Director Bob Dempsey here in Mission Control Houston, conferring with his remote interface officer who is working with the control centers in Moscow and Toulouse, France on this final approach, and has given Houston's go for final approach. Automated Transfer Vehicle 2, Johannes Kepler, now hovering about 12 meters away from the aft docking port of this VESA service module. And we're just under 5 minutes from docking.
10 meters. Range rate 0, target nominal. Systems nominal.
And an update, the spacecraft hovering at about 10 meters from the docking port. And all the control teams around the world have conferred and agreed upon a go for final approach and docking of Johannes Kepler Automated Transfer Vehicle 2 with the International Space Station.
10 meters. Range rate 0, target nominal. Systems nominal.
Docking coming up in 4 minutes.
Approximate time of motion in start before contact is 10:41. A go command has been sent. Copy. Range rate is gaining 0.7. 9 meters, 0.6. Target nominal. Systems nominal. Copy. Reminder about the transition to the monitoring of 4-degree target corridor and also chop command. Copy. 7 meters, 0.4. Target nominal. Systems nominal. Copy. 7 meters, 0.4.
That discussion about the chop command refers to the crew hands-off position. That is the point at which the crew will have to take their hands off of the manual controls that they, up to this point, could still use to dock the ATV if needed. But the automated docking systems are all working well as we're approaching a docking in just about 2.5 minutes from now.
Get 5 meters, 0.7, target nominal. Systems nominal.
5 meters out.
5 meters, 0.7, systems nominal. 1 meter, 0.6, target nominal. Systems nominal. Copy. 1 meters, 0.6 is the range rate. Three meters, 0.6, target nominal. Systems nominal. Copy. 3 meters. 0.6 is the range rate. 2.5, 0.7, target nominal. Systems nominal. Copy.
Johannes Kepler approaching the aft docking port of the VESA service module about 0.5 meter per second. You can see the docking target clearly in view in these camera views which show the crosshairs of the vehicle.
Copy.
Chop.
Copy, chop.
And the chop command has been issued. It means that the crew's hands off now from its controls and the automated systems are in control.
Systems nominal. Copy. Systems nominal. Standing by for capture. Copy. Are you ready with the ISS stopwatch? Yes.
Yes, Captain.
Contact confirmed. Capture confirmed. Copy, copy.
And at 9:59 a.m. Central Time, the probe and cone docking system connecting the Johannes Kepler automated transfer vehicle to the aft docking port of the Zvezda service module over the Atlantic Ocean.
Copy.
Just southwest of the Liberian coast of the western coast of Africa. And now the Russian solar arrays for the Zvezda service module seen slewing here as they begin to track the sun again. They had been paused to provide the best possible views of the ATV's arrival.
For the laptop.
So a successful docking of Johannes Kepler, the second automated transfer vehicle to provide deliveries to the International Space Station.
393, copy.
A key contribution of the European Space Agency to this international partnership that has seen the space station grow to the size of a 5-bedroom home with a full gym and a bay window and a full crew complement of 6 individuals. The Expedition 26 crew, of course, commanded by Scott Kelly, with Alexander Kaleri, Oleg Skropochka, Dmitry Kondratyev, Paulo Nespoli, and Katie Coleman serving as flight engineers aboard the International Space Station. Johannes Kepler will be delivering 7 tons of supplies and equipment to the International Space Station and providing fuel that will be needed to continue to maintain this orbit for the station and to raise it to the planned 400-kilometer orbit that will be its normal orbit.
Approximately in 10.
Johannes Kepler's schedule has been 96 days docked to the International Space Station before it departs, taking with it as much trash as it can carry to help free up the very limited space aboard the International Space Station.
Copy.
You can see here this graphic depicts the relative locations of various pieces of the International Space Station. Of course, Johannes Kepler, or ATV-2, now docked to the back end of the space station. On the opposite end of the space station, docked to the space-facing port of the Harmony module, is the Japanese Kanatori 2 HTV-2 delivery vehicle, which arrived earlier this year. And of course, the Soyuz 25 spacecraft at the bottom connected to the Zarya control module. That is the spacecraft that will be used by Dmitry Kondratyev, Paulo Nespoli, and Katie Coleman when they return to Earth. Meanwhile, on the space-facing port of the Russian segment of the space station is the Soyuz vehicle that will be used by Commander Scott Kelly and flight engineers Alexander Kaleri and Oleg Skropochka when they return.
Might advertise that we're...
Probe retraction in progress, 232 millimeters.
We are standing by for confirmation that hooks and latches have driven, providing a complete seal with the automated transfer vehicle to the International Space Station. We're going to stay with coverage of this until we get a good hooks and latches message from the International Space Station, and then we'll return to coverage of the tanking and preparations for launch of the Space Shuttle Discovery on the STS-133 mission, which is
yes, we felt the contact. It was
scheduled to blast off from the Kennedy Space Center at 3:50 p.m. this afternoon. So we'll be keeping with coverage here until about 10:15 a.m. Central Time, and then we'll hand it back to Kennedy Space Center for final launch preparations.
probe 151. Copy. Probe 151.
Houston on Space to Ground 2 for the KU steam removal.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just at your earliest convenience, whenever it's appropriate, I'd like to go to take that down. This really slows up our operations.
Copy.
So as soon as
Probe
you
is
guys don't need it anymore.
100 millimeters.
Copy that.
Yes, ДКР.
ДКР confirmed.
Штанга 65.
Probe 65.
Принято.
Copy.
Стык совмещен.
Interface aligned. Probe 33.
Идет отпускание штанги.
Probe release in progress 35.
And the operations support officer here reports to Bob Dempsey, the flight director, that hooks are beginning to drive to bring the Johannes Kepler vehicle into a secure docking to the International Space Station. Again, contact at 9:59 a.m. Central Time today as the space station and Johannes Kepler orbited 220 miles over the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Liberia. Today's docking delayed about 15 minutes as there were some last-minute difficulties with the video systems used to track the approach of the Johannes Kepler spacecraft. Those were resolved after the teams worked from Mission Control in Moscow and Toulouse, France, with the team in the Zvezda service module to reactivate those displays and get everything back online so that we could see both the video and the overlaid digital views of the approach.
Copy.
Again, Johannes Kepler launched from the
Symbol display with the hooks closed.
and hooks closed at 10:06 a.m. Central Time.
ATV hooks closed and ISS
As the automated transfer vehicle orbited over the Sahara.
standing for docking for mode.
Standing by for the report that all latches are engaged.
Штанга 50.
Probe 58. Copy. Probe 58.
Защелки втянуты.
Latches retracted.
Штанга втягивается.
Retraction is in progress. 45, 43. Copy.
Продолжение втягивания штанги.
Probe retraction in progress.
Станционные крюки закрыты.
ISS hooks are closed. Copy.
Наличием.
Inaudible.
Снятие индикаторного режима.
Indicator is off.
Контролируем наличие.
Copy.
Режим суда МРС.
Monitor the Sudan mode. Cross.
Штанга 0.
Probe 0.
Минус 3.
-3, -5. Probe retraction is complete. Copy. Probe is retracted.
Режим выполнен.
The mode is complete. Copy.
This is Mission Control Houston. We received word from the Mission Control Center in Moscow that the docking probe, has been fully retracted, that all of the hooks and latches have been closed and engaged, and we have a secure connection between the Johannes Kepler spacecraft and its 7 tons of equipment and supplies for the Expedition 26 crew aboard the station and the aft docking port of the Zvezda service module. With docking complete, there will begin some preparations for entry into the spacecraft, the briefing among the crew members on all the procedures that will be needed to be gaining access to the automated transfer vehicle. Scott Kelly, the commander, will continue his work in relocating spacewalk spacesuits and equipment that will be needed for the STS-133 mission that is coming up. Launch again scheduled for later today at 3:50 p.m. Central Time from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And the Mission Control Center in Moscow reports that they are returning control of the orientation or attitude